Overall, Samsung S24 Ultra might not be that different from S23 Ultra, but it will have some significant upgrades which will definitely make you say wow. The Samsung Galaxy S23 series has quickly proven itself as one of the most excellent Samsung phones as well as one of the best Android phones. However, the Galaxy S24 appears to improve on these already capable handsets with improved performance, a better camera, and other features. Furthermore, Samsung will drop Plus variants from its forthcoming flagships, thus there will be no S24 Plus. But why is this so? So let's dive into the video to find out why and see which features of the Samsung S24 Ultra will make a masterpiece. Design. Hubert H. Lee, a prominent Mercedes-Benz designer, was recently engaged by Samsung to help shape the design of the S24 Ultra and maybe the foldable phones. You may not care if you prioritize function over form, but the design is still an important consideration for the average buyer and the company. Meanwhile, the iPhone retains almost the same rear camera module design as the 2019 iPhone 11 Pro, which now appears to be very old. The future S24 Ultra will have a more appealing camera design and flatter sides than the S23 Ultra. The camera island is back on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, which was removed with the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Its back cameras are all grouped together on a camera island in the top left corner, and the primary sensor is significantly larger than the others. The back glass of the Galaxy S24 Ultra is curved towards the sides, as is the phone's display. Victus 2 flagship features armor aluminum and Gorilla Glass, a S Pen, and a relatively flat design. We don't expect the phone's total size to alter because this 6.8-inch dynamic AMOLED display is unlikely to expand in size or shrink to a smaller footprint. The S24 Ultra is predicted to have more curved edges than the S23 Ultra, which was overlooked. The design is similar to that of the newly introduced Galaxy S23 Ultra, and we may expect additional modifications. Camera. As reported by Ice Universe on Twitter, Samsung is actively working on a new telephoto solution for the S24 Ultra. Except for the fact that telephoto will use a new solution, the leaker did not disclose much specific information. This may be as simple as increasing the sensor size to 3x or 10x, or something more extreme like continuous optical zoom or floating telephoto. Samsung once explained how they intend to increase video quality in an official blog post. The primary 200MP sensor will most likely remain unchanged, although there is a lot of room for improvement in a single year. Videos from the S23 Ultra are already among the best available on a smartphone. Samsung intends to increase video quality in high-contrast scenes with the S24 Ultra. In terms of zoom, researchers predict that the S24 Ultra will have a 150x zoom. One of the zoom sensors may include a variable f-stop of 2.5 to 2.9, which improves the details and brightness in zoom images. We also anticipate Gen 4 optics with a larger aperture. If we talk about the selfie camera, it was expected that the S24 Ultra might contain an under-display camera, but according to Samsung Galaxy Club, who have an excellent track record, the S24 series will still use the punch-hole camera. Also, the sensor will remain the same at 12MP, but the quality will be significantly improved. Display. Samsung switches between curved and flat panels. The S20 and S22 Ultra exhibited prominent curves, however, the S21 Ultra had a flat screen. The S23 Ultra is virtually flat as well, with a minor curvature. We're not sure if Samsung will return to a curve with the S24 Ultra. In terms of peak brightness, Samsung fell behind Xiaomi and Apple for the first time in 2023. The S24 Ultra is expected to boast same 1440 pixel resolution, HDR10 Plus certification, variable 120Hz refresh rate, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and class-leading contrast, vibrancy, and overall color rendering as Samsung's top phone displays. Samsung's panels feature excellent DCI-P3 coverage and Delta E values, ensuring that they remain industry leaders regardless of brightness levels. There's a potential that Samsung's S24 Ultra screen will exceed 2000 nits, although no trustworthy sources have confirmed this. AI technology. AI is the talk of the town these days, and day after day this is getting better. In the smartphone industry, Google Pixel phones utilize this technology in an excellent way. Some of the enhancements include improved video capture using HDRNet, photo unblur, transcribing audio messages, and other amazing features. And now Samsung will take this to a whole new level. Ice Universe tweeted that Samsung is developing some AI technology for the S24 lineup, and it has nothing to do with Bixby. It will be something new. Qualcomm recently announced that they are working with Meta to enable on-device AI applications using large language model 2. It is similar to ChatGPT. Qualcomm is bringing this technology to phones with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which will power the S24 devices. This will allow Samsung to create applications like intelligent virtual assistants, productivity applications, content creator tools, entertainment, ChatGPT-like integrations, and more. Fast charging. Samsung is doing much in adding new features and mastering previous ones, but there aren't many improvements seen in the case of charging speed. It is still behind many other smartphones in this field. But for the first time in Samsung's history, Samsung is going to introduce 65-watt charging speed in S24 Ultra. Moreover, Samsung will use stacked batteries for this innovation. Stacked batteries are thinner and have more power efficiency. Hardware. The S23 lineup features Qualcomm chips that are proprietary to Samsung and support CPU and GPU overclocking. It makes little to no difference in practice, although theoretical peak performance is higher. It could be useful when we see games using ray tracing. Until Samsung's 3nm Exynos chips are available, the company will continue to work with Qualcomm to gain early access to overclocked chips. Exynos chips in the past were subpar because of Samsung's inferior foundry, which also affected the 888 and 8 Gen 1. These chips were inefficient, drained a lot of battery, and performed poorly in games. The S24 lineup will use the 8 Gen 3, which has previously been widely rumored. 8 Gen 3 prototype tests score well on Geekbench 5. In terms of CPU performance, it may be able to outperform Apple's 3nm 17 Bionic for the first time. Will Samsung ditch S24 Plus model? Since the S20, Samsung's lineup has become extremely congested, and the S20 was too comparable to the S20 Plus to warrant a higher price tag. Similarly, the S21, S22, and S23 phones are too similar in functionality to the vanilla variants, but only $200 less expensive than the Ultra. The S23 and S23 Plus have identical spec sheets and an LTPS 1080p screen on a 6.7-inch display for $999 in 2023 is unimpressive. Both use the same chip and Gen5 main sensor. Their primary distinctions are screen size, charging speed, and battery capacity. People are unwilling to pay an extra $200 just for that. This is why the Plus models were never popular. The decision to discontinue the S24 Plus line beginning next year stems directly from a general lack of interest in regular smartphone updates and a near standstill in innovation. If they do not produce a Plus model, they will be able to reallocate resources and concentrate on foldable items. In terms of RAM and storage, we're expected to get two models with either 8 or 12 GB of RAM depending on the storage capacity. The phone's base 256GB model will most likely feature 8 GB of memory, while the 512GB and 1TB models will most likely have at least 12 GB of RAM for all of your multitasking demands. While the S22 series was released on February 9, 2022, and the S23 series on February 1, 2023, the S24 series is expected to be released in the first week of February 2024. That's all for now. We will keep you updated as soon as we receive additional information. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. Stay connected with Grounded Tech.